Hi, it's me, MarkjurAnime, and welcome back to another episode Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Yes, today we're gonna try to get all the endings possible in the base game, and I got a list here. One called Sudden Ending, because I don't think I tried that. So we need to. I haven't reset the files yet from last play, so we gotta do that. So resetting everything have to be done. Beginning. Virtual machine, Doki Doki Literature Club. Yep. Restoring entities. I've never done this, I think. Starting virtual machine. Do I still got my things? It's gonna be a little bit grindy to get all these endings. I'm also gonna do obviously. Whoa! Oh, I don't know about this. No, I don't care. Yeah, I agree. So, here's the thing. For the sudden ending, we gotta exit Doki Doki, because Monika is back. Return to desktop, and we actually gotta go into files, characters, and instantly delete. Immediately delete Monika. While getting deleted 0 times. So, I mean, then we launch it back up again. Oh, but she's... And then I guess we wait 10 minutes? Not sure. I'll take a timer. Oh, right after deleting her, I'm supposed to start a new game. After deleting Monika. I'm sorry. I'll just name myself Mark for now. Why not? Why not? So that's one ending, I guess. This one. What? This? What is this? Oh no. No. This can't be it. This can't be all there is. What is this? Where am I? Make it stop. Please make it stop. What? Oh, this one is nice. Seen this one before. Okay, should just... Oh, end. Oh, that's why it's a sudden end ending. Oh, okay, yeah. Don't remember if I'd seen this. I don't think so. Maybe I did. But I can't remember this. Oh, that's... Oh god, that's it? Oh god. I think if we wait 10 minutes here, we get a secret message. Yeah. I have now waited 10 minutes on the screen. And now it says over here, now everyone can be happy. I'm not happy. Yeah, I waited 10 minutes for that. Hey, I respect it though. But, yeah. That was that. And we have 2 more to go through. Wait, shit, I just realized. Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to reset. I'm so sorry. We have the good ending and play with me ending. I'm not sure if that's correct. But yeah, let's get those 2 endings. I'll tell after this. Okay, so I want to explain. So we gotta go through the game. Kind of a lot of times actually. One time, all... Hey, as... Yeah, so I think this... I mean, we already played it. We gotta choose everything Natsuki. And in Act 2... You gotta choose Natsuki too, I think. Game goes through quick when you fucking like this. Okay, so we gotta write everything that Natsuki likes, I think. Okay, I got her words here. You actually, it's like a... There's so many words. How the fuck am I supposed to see this? Kitty. She likes cute things, right? Bubbles. Peaceful. What? That is not yours. Kiss. Anime. Here. Cute. Swimsuit is also hers. Playground is hers. Peace. No, Nibble is hers. I have a feeling Doki is hers. No, it's not. Valentine must be hers. Yep. Candy must be hers. Romance, I think, is not her. Yeah, that's fucking... You guys think it's strawberries? It is strawberries. Fuck. 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 The fuck is sugar? Lol. Yep, that's hers. I think I chose everything correct there, right? I'm gonna skip all this at least until I because I do want to go through this game again with like choosing like only Natsuki and Sayori and yeah, Monika. Even though I already done Natsuki, but I just, you know, why not just do it? It'll be quick. It'll probably be a kind of long video as well. But at least I can do, maybe I can do everything in this one video. I can do the ending and I can go through with all of these people. So... You looking for something in there? Freaking Monika. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bringing it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a long volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feeling. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging you or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Marcus. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girl from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shows the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. What? Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chair be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like this really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on there's all kind of drama. Like when they get into all the backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There are so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, what? Natsuki gives me a little show. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of bacon in this manga? Well, Natsuki paused for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I'm just curious, since you enjoy bacon too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into bacon around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. Haha, definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your mangas with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Ah, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Can't even bring it up with them being all like, hey, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in their face. I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? Yeah, so the good ending, we gotta get all scenes like this. All these special scenes with all the characters. And I already got them all with Yuri, I think. So now I gotta get the others as well anyway. I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any... Well, that's not like it solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Haha. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Ha. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. I just finished this chapter. Okay. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for who it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little more to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready to read today's poems? Oh, come on. Could you time and be any words? Sorry, I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there, haha. Huh? Ah! Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monika just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course, it would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. And here we can skip until... Yep, Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared her with my first. Okay, well let's start with the thing I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I want to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monika said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's resort gets caught in her throat. You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Girl, fine, I guess. Only because Monika will make me if I don't. We read all these poems. I can skip them. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. And this is all we've done already. So we can skip things we already seen. So we will be skipping all this. And all this. Wait, what? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri bursts her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't know this. What were you saying? What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical in new writers. I just had to put my phone on charging, and having been through that myself, I can... Oh, now it's just already read. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Yeah, so she's just saying I'm shit, pretty much. I like it, Marcus. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Hahaha. Oh jeez. No. It kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. Yes, she is. So take that as a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yep. There are a lot of poems and stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. That can be funny, endearing, or even sad. and sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. Okay. So I gotta go. Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that... rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader imagination take over. And Natsuki poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Haha, shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki? I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yes, so? You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ah, Natsuki voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Marcus. Jeez. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? And surprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. Eh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we passed that, everyone read each other's poems, right? Of that's this worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Marcus. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Haha. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting with the literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monika. Eh? About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun! Aha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Hehehe. In the end, Monika's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. She's the vice president? Forgot. Okay. Here we fucking go again. Pink for sure. It has to be Doki Doki. Charm. Fuck! I did fucking two. So hold on, I'll get through this. Okay, just finished writing the poem. I think I did everything correctly for Natsuki. And here we go, something happening here. Let me just scroll up on my thing here for a second. Okay, what does she say? It's not long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hand, then quickly turns it over, presuming to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just want to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. Ah, the chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monika? Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Eh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Ah, sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I'm moving this all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Ah, Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and then folds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Ah! Careful! I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being as stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her finger to scoot one of the small boxes to the edge of the shelf. See? Yeah! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Wah! Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chair have all desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheel back to the over to the closet. Ah! It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs on the chair and then slowly balances into her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Ah, there we go. See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends it down to put it on the shelf below. Wah! The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt. Good. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arm around the parfait girl box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey Marcus, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright, let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she loses her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki leg shakes. I'm not, I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! Yeah! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hand and the box goes flying. I got you! Crash. The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books felt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Slowly Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross! Gah! A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking, you sicko? Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monika suddenly peers in. Monika? See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. Aha. Oh, and one more thing. Seems like your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monika. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monika says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. I look down. Natsuki is kneeling on the floor holding one of the books that's scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the door shut, then she throws it on the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's practically my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know to do. Alright, well I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Perfect Girl. We'll set this one aside. This will cheer you up a bit, right? You can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happens to her today, but being nice is the least I can do. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done and I hoist the box into the shelf where Natsuki wants to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of the books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. Haha, it's nothing. Natsuki is holding the volume 1 set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up? If you insist. We sit in the same spot as last time I opened the second volume. Natsuki moved quickly and improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki had good taste after all. After some time, Monika gets our attention as usual and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep, even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Hey, told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Natsuki? Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glazing at me, then back at the poem. But now she must have read it more than once. Ugh. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good, it's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me. Obviously, you think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hand and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Marcus? Did you do something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No! I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Marcus? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding, haha. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her when we entered the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. You have a bad habit of doing that. But Marcus wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share it with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Marcus is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm just gonna hold on to it. If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki. I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Marcus is right, Natsuki. It's not fair that you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's going to like it though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. What? She's hating on spiders. Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders, so I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I'm just... okay. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I had to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they make fun of you to think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. You know, I'm glad you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my poems with you, so consider yourself lucky, okay? Haha. Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. Just look forward to tomorrow too. Alright, I will. Can't even speak. Yeah, the rest, but again, is like... That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you have been getting along so well. That's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Load me. Delete me. Yep. Yeah, we did read this one, and I'm guessing... Yeah, I'm guessing Sayori's just completed the same. Yuri is just gonna be an asshole. Are you still mad at me? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because reading this poem, now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning, when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. If I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is what Monika wants, but it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please, it makes it easier for me to don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but as she is not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts, I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she'd do to me if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Haha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. Oh. Okay. I'll be right back again. Oh, is this where I'm supposed to save the game? Is it? Not sure. Okay, I don't think so. I think it's fine so far. I think we cannot get to... Hey, you! Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... Ah, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or not anything. It's not like I'm worried. I'll just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you make me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'd probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, then in that case, I think you should just trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah, I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddled with the book she's holding in her hand. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah, don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone. And I go to Natsuki. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know, I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that, or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Ahaha. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Eh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Marcus? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this, Natsuki. Because nobody ever take me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter, the emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put on it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge yours for your style. It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now, and it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was a part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutched her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me, and I realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forced herself to extend her arm and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because your tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim and I can only look down, my looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feeling can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I can reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feeling to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me, because you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this one to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely falling to sound confidence, like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small soft hand surprised me with their assertion. I don't want it. Eh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I chose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leave it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Ah, yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Who should I... Yeah, I don't care. Sticking with the Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? That's... Oh, come on, Marcus. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending to like the manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Eh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Marcus. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who don't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monika. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monika smiled sweetly. Anyway... Thanks. Yep. Thanks. Yeah, she's gonna hate. Yuri doesn't look too about spending time with me. I guess if she changed her mind, she'll come to me. But I guess I should leave her be for now. Great. Amazing. Of course, I'm going to go with Natsuki. Well, bacon sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made this sound like a lot of work, so I could probably use 2 people. Don't worry. Bacon is a ton of fun. You definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying, that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everyone, right? Everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that's really count. I don't think that. What about you, Marcus? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not a big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not just be that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hand down on your shoulder. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. But you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori would always help everyone with a smile and feel good about himself. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any readings, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their thing. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have any way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were going to just give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've been getting increasingly anxious about... Oh, guys, I'm gonna take a little break. This video is probably gonna be long as fuck. Yeah. I'm gonna try to do all of them in this one episode. Or maybe I just do not skip this one. This was gonna be a good ending episode, but it might just be Natsuki's path episode. Yeah, it might be. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she'd been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging number to double check, but it turned into conversation. She almost had a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really liked complaining about things. I kinda saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind between what Sayori and what Monika said. I decided to visit... Oh yeah. Yep, it's this part. I spent a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey! I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag off for me? Where's your hospitality, Marcus? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. Hahaha, I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. Hehehe. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't you think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school? Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it! I didn't say anything. I should apologize, eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you were thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! What's that to me? Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Haha, you get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Marcus. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally start pulling things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Marcus, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's gonna go in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorites. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into a smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika delight expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric whisk for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing is still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Hey, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing had already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger on the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in return. Gross! You got it on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her nose, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger and before showing her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Haha, stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. Sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki's so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Marcus? You really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me, just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Eh? I don't know where the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put in the cupcakes yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses the oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She set it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She probably shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have those nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one with the nozzle that has much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can make it stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. I see. That gives me an idea actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more like literature by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on a word they like. Oh, I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Haha, maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on, we're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the pace and fasten a nozzle into each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. There, here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing and then we each have to get to work. When we finally finish, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Haha. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have more time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do it. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Aha. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Aha. Yeah. Again, I think back on the conversation I had with Sayori earlier. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. I'm dying. I'm fucking... Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even get up to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having the chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that is, if possible, I like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tense, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Marcus, I thought you only cared about getting this done. Sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki? Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding onto me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to get dizzy, as I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it. For a while now. And then Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Ah. Hi, Marcus. Sayori? Just now we weren't. It's okay, Marcus. I just stopped by to say hi. Ah. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of the cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flushed, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come. I mean, I'll say it. It doesn't even matter here. I do not care. It's the same thing, pretty much. Yeah, I cannot read this again. I said it in my original playthrough. Well, I already done it. So if you guys want to see that, it's in my original playthrough. I'm not sitting through that one again. It's painful. It hurt my soul. Because it makes me sad. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Perfect about the event. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. I think we've done everything for Natsuki. I think we've done everything for Natsuki, so... Oh. 1, 2, 3. Because I think you get 3 in one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but look, it's so many more here. What the fuck? We'll find out. That's it for this video, I think. I'm gonna search up like the whole thing, but I think that's it for this Natsuki's route. Because I think everything in Act 2 or something, what happens after this is just kind of the same. I think. Like, it's not much happening. It's not new stuff there, so this is kind of her route. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I see you guys all in the next video. If not, I'll make Natsuki part 2, you know. Yeah, it's Natsuki route part 2. It's just a very long video and I'm tired and stuff. Anyway, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I see you guys all in the next video. Peace.